What's poppin' T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with tonight's All Tea All Shay Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 2, Episode 16. Just want to let you guys know that the comment section will be turned off for the next couple of videos because my grandmother has passed away. You all know the situation that's been going on with my family. We have had multiple back-to-back deaths. So, yeah, just keep my family in your prayers. Keep me in your prayers. Keep my father in your prayers. But I just don't want to risk anybody saying something that's going to piss me off in the comment section. So I've decided to turn the comments off until I'm in a better mental state. So, on to tonight's review. So Marceau is at home alone. Tisha is gone away to school, and Miss Wanda, a fish called Wanda, has the kids. So, remind you that Marceau got into a bad accident on last week's episode when he was on his way, I believe, to go on the camping trip with the guys. So Maurice, his brother, comes to visit him, and they talk about Martell opening up at the camp trip. And Marceau tries to get it out his brother about whether or not Martell has an extra child, but Maurice keeps his mouth shut and doesn't say anything. He, however, suggests that Marceau talk to Martell on his own because he sees that he's trying to open up and be more personable and, mend fences. So Marceau, however, feels that Martell is moving too fast with these business ventures and fears that he might be getting burned by him again. So he's just cautious, and I would be too. But like I said, I really feel like Martell has something over Marceau because ain't no way in hell I would even remotely want to be friends with somebody that accused me of sleeping around on my wife. And if it wasn't true, why would you want to be friends with somebody that would do that to you? Which once again makes me feel like there is some type of truth in what Martell said about Marceau. I don't think that Marceau has anything going on right now, but I do think that he did cheat on Tisha in the past. So Mel talks to her daughter and her son about being strong and about being future kings and queens and about their hair and how beautiful their hair is. And I immediately knew that this had something to do with what a fish called Wanda said about her kids. I showed you all the video about 3 weeks ago when a fish called Wanda was on live and made a comment about Martell and Mel's girl's hair, saying that they mess around and grow up and be just like her and end up being jealous of Tisha's kids because of their hair and because they're prettier than them. So yeah, after that I have nothing else for Wanda. And then after tonight's episode, I ain't got shit else for Tisha ever again neither. So it was a really beautiful moment though of her uplifting her children. And Mel's new confessional look is everything. Mel with short hair gives you life. Like Mel don't need to wear no other hairstyle outside of that short blonde. The hair was on point. The makeup was on point. The one sleeved blazer dress, the skin, everything was just magnifique. Best confessional look so far of this season. So Mel in her confessional says, I don't like the way Martell handled Miss Wanda, but she shouldn't have said anything about the kids' hair on social media. So I now need to step in and put a stop to this. So she calls Tisha. And she was hyperventilating before she made the call. That's how you know it's a lot of tension there when you got a shortness of breath, when you got to deal with a motherfucker because you just got so much pent-up anger and stress when it comes to somebody. So Mel was like, I'm assuming you're aware of some of the things that your mom said on social media about my girl's hair. As a young black mom, you can appreciate the importance of having conversations with our little girls about their hair. I was so disappointed with Wanda doing that and am shocked. I would never say anything negative or bad about your children. Here come Tisha talking about something. That's odd because that doesn't sound like anything she would do. Like, I so want to go in, but with everything I got going on in my life right now, like, I don't even have the tolerance or patience for people and their silliness and their foolishness. Because it's like, how the fuck don't you think that your mama would do some shit like that? Bitch, you know your mama. That's some shit your ass probably said too. That's why you don't want to admit that your mama said it. She told me that's a real shocker to me. And Mel even looking at the phone like, bitch, please. Mel in her confession was like, it's no secret Tisha has a problem owning her stuff, but with Wanda, I thought we could agree that she's out of line, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised that Tisha has her alternative facts. And I agree. At this point, Tisha's never going to own up to the shit that she does. She's never going to check her mama. The reason why she ain't going to check her mama, because she agrees with everything her mama says. She co-signed that shit, and they sit up and talk shit together about these folks. That's why she don't have a problem with none of the shit that she says and does, because her mama is her mouthpiece. So goodbye, Tisha. Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I don't like that bitch. So, Tisha then says, it's a good thing you called because I'm having an event. You know she don't know how to say event. Called Hey Brown Girls, and it would be great if you brought the girls. We're going to talk about skin complexion and hair and this, things and that and of that nature. And I'm looking at the TV like, girl, you got to be motherfucking kidding me. So you just going to bypass over what your ignorant ass mama did and invite her to an event? Okay, girl. So Mel was like, I don't want my girls to think that anything is wrong with them. I'm still very disappointed in your mom for making those comments. And Tisha was like, I appreciate the call. I'll definitely text you or Martell. Now, what you mean you would text her or Martell when you just asked her to bring the girls? This is the little passive-aggressive ping-pong tit-for-tat bullshit that she likes to do. So Mel was like, well, girl, ain't no need in texting Martell. If it's a girls' event, I'll bring them. And Tisha was like, no, he can bring the girls. I don't know if you know, but sometimes he be dropping the girls off with us. So it's cool. That was a dig. That was to get underneath her skin on some, you probably don't even know that your girls be coming over here to my house, type shit. Like, she's so fucking childish. Mel was like, I didn't know that, but I thought you said it was an all-girls event. And Tisha's like, he could drop the girls off. Why the fuck would you invite her to then turn around and say, well, he can bring them? Like, she's just so, I couldn't deal with her. I've been to slap the shit out of Tisha. I honestly would. So Mel was like, no, I won't be dropping my girls off anywhere. So just text me the time and the place and I'll see what I can make happen. And they get off the phone. Like, cause ain't nobody got time to be playing with you. Like, girl, like she likes to play this little game with folks where she likes to get underneath people's skin. But you too goddamn dumb to even play that type of game with folks. Cause somebody gonna end up hurting your ass. So Tisha returns home from being away at school. And Marceau explains that the accident was a 5-car pileup where somebody hit him and then he hit somebody and it just went on from there. So she asks how he and Miss Wanda got along while she was gone. And Marceau was like, she doesn't respect boundaries or bedtime. I tried to have a reasonable conversation with her and it didn't go well. Somebody needs to talk to her. That person must be the devil or Jesus child, because can't nobody get through to that bitch. So in walks a fish called Wanda and the kids. Wanda got finger waves on the sides, leading up into a French roll with pin curls, parted in the back with the back hanging down the flat iron. The fact that Tisha let her mama come on national television looking like that, lets you know that she don't give a damn about shit in life. She don't give a fuck about nothing. She don't give a fuck about herself. She don't give a fuck about her husband, her children, her image, her mama. She don't give a fuck. Because ain't no way in hell I'm going to let my mama be on television looking that goddamn country. Country as fuck. The fact that you even allow your mama to still wear her hair like this says a lot about you. So Wanda was like, maybe you was in a car with somebody while the accident happened. So she's once again accusing Marceau of cheating. Marceau was like, don't you think if somebody else is in a car, you know that by now? And Wanda was like, I can go with Tisha when she pick up the police report. I don't think nobody else is in the car. He might have been on the phone with a bitch, but I don't think nobody else is in the car. So Wanda was like, you had your hand in the pudding. Marceau said, who hurt you? Like, because it's obvious, like, this bitch is sad and lonely. Like, Wanda was like, he told me Kimmy don't want me in none of her events. Marceau, I can care less what you and Kimmy talk about. I'm going to act the way I am to the day I die. And you sure are. And you going to end up being a lonely, old, miserable woman. So Marceau was like, she trying to wiggle her way in to get in between us. And your mama will be the detriment of your relationship. Your mama and your idiotic ways will be the reason why he eventually leave your ass. So Wanda was like, I'm not going to let you push her over like when you said the comment about the other side of the tracks. Marceau was like, I was trying to say we was raised differently. I wasn't talking about you, babe. I was talking about you, Ma. I got the hiccups. Basically saying, like, your mama is ghetto trash. So Wanda was like, I came here to watch y'all kids. And Marceau was like, the same way you came is the same way you can leave. Shake your bone. Now, I ain't never heard of no analogy, shake your bone, or I ain't never heard no shit like that, ever. Like, that must be some down south shit. Never have I heard anybody say shake your bone, but whatever shake your bone mean, it was rude, I guess, because Tisha and Wanda were highly offended. So Tisha was like, you need to stop. I would never talk to your mom like that. Their daughter, meanwhile, was on the steps watching all of this go down, and Marceau in his confessional say, she accused me of cheating. She picked a fight with me first. How can you not see this? And of course, Tisha don't want to go against her mama, as always. Fuck her and her mom at this point. So Wanda leaves, and Tisha was like, since you're making my mom feel uncomfortable, you're going to have to be more involved with the kids. Regardless, he need to be more involved with the fucking kids. Regardless. Like, we've been telling your stupid ass that since season 1. So Marceau was like, if you were her, if you were here, then your mom wouldn't have to be here. And Tisha was like, we're going to have a family meeting. He looking like, bitch, ain't nobody going to have no motherfucking family meeting. Like, ugh, like, she is so fucking annoying. If he ain't cheating on her, I wouldn't be mad if he did at this point. Like, please cheat on her. Please cheat on her. Because I can't understand nobody that will even want to be remotely around Tisha for more than 5 minutes. I can't even see him getting his dick hard being around her. She is fucking annoying. She's a parasite. So she goes to take a shower. Marceau was like, I'm getting ready to go camping. And Tisha was like, and about that, why would you take your sports car to go camping? And Marceau was like, because I have options. He was like, Tisha, going upstairs. And she was like, whatever, Martell. I mean, why couldn't he taking his sports car? Like, it's a time for him to drive it. It's a car that other men will envy. Of course he would take his sports car. Like, duh, it's just him. Why would he take some big ass truck that makes no sense? So Martell goes to see his business partner Chris, and Martell tells Chris, he's like, I know you're gonna be annoyed and upset, but with the 47 acres, if it would have been closed months ago, I would have been fine. But now I'm going through some legal issues, so I can't move anything. Everything has to come to a halt. And Chris is looking like, you have got to be motherfucking kidding me. Like, I know this is a lie. Like, this got to be a joke. So Chris is like, this is not good. If this is true, then there's going to be more legal issues, because these people have already started to work. And now if things have to come to a halt, they're going to be mad. You're going to have to pay these people back their money, girlfriend. Like, what the fuck? So Martell was like, yeah, we'll just see. Like I tell people, you reap what you sow. But the bad thing about it is people be thinking they going to get they just do back the way that they gave it. Oh, no, baby. It comes back on you in ways you never expect. It come back on you through your job, through your loved ones, through your finances, through your health. Like, you gonna get it. Oh, you gonna get it, baby. One day you gonna get it. And Martell is getting it, and he is stressed. He was stressed the fuck out because he's seeing everything that he has done wrong and foul over these last couple of years. The shit is tumbling down on him now, and he is getting back everything that he has given out to everybody else in his life, and he can't fucking handle it, because what he failed to realize is that Melody was a blessing to him, honey, and now that blessing is gone, he ain't got nothing to shield him. God was blessing her, and she was blessing him. She was a blessing to him. God wasn't raining down all this shit on his trifling ass. He was raining down on her. That's why she's still thriving. That's why she's still hosting. Got her own television shows that she's hosting on and building different relationships, putting out music, this, that, and the third, modeling. And you over here struggling like a motherfucking, your ass is going to continue to struggle. Because like I said, that new bitch, she ain't going to never take you to the places that Melody took your ass. And so now you going to reap what you sow. You really, truly are. And I don't feel sorry for him at all. So, Martell in his confessional said, the last thing I need is these people suing me. This divorce really is putting me through a lot. I'm not able to make the money I need to make to continue on my life. Oh, is that correct? Oh, I wonder, is Ariana gonna want your ass now? Now that the money ain't residing no more. Where the money reside? Not in Martell pockets. So Martell was like, I'm prepared to hit rock bottom. Be prepared. Is your butt prepared? So it's the day of Tisha event. And Mel and the girls come to show support. Destiny, Kimmy, and Mel after the event, which was really cute. It was really nice. They had the little girl that created her own crayons come and speak to the little girls, and that was really sweet. And after the event, Destiny brings up them going on a girls retreat, and Mel was like, all right, I'll go. So I'm really happy to see Destiny and Kimmy getting along now, laughing and joking with one another. Tisha then comes over and Destiny invites her to go on a trip, and she was like, who all going? Destiny was like, everybody sitting here. Tisha's like, I can probably stomach a day trip. And so Mel's sitting there trying to ignore this hoe, trying her hardest to ignore her. Tisha was like, can we drive our own car in case we want to leave early? And Mel get up at this point and leave, because you could tell it's taking everything in her not to sock her ass. Sock her in the fucking face. Like, whoo, child. So Kimmy was like, I would really like everyone to get to a better place. Tisha was like, making faces. So Mel come over to ask her to talk. And she congratulates her on the event and says that she wants to move on, and that the reason she got up is because there seemed to be a lot of negative energy coming from her. Tisha was like, from me? A negative energy coming from me? Like, she liked to play that dumb card like that. Not me. Like, I didn't do anything. So then she says, the last trip we went on was so bad, and this, and that. And I agree that the last trip that they did go on wasn't a good experience for Tisha. But at the same token, you putting 10 on 20. Mel ain't thinking about your ass. Like, she hasn't started with you. She been ignoring you. She been paying you dust. So Kimmy tells Destiny they might need to bring a professional to help them. And I was like, child, you're going to need more than a professional. You're going to need Jesus, the cross, and some holy water. So Mel tells Tisha that basically she don't want no smoke with her. Like, she's trying to just start over. Like, it's too much other shit going on in my life to be arguing with you. And Tisha agrees, but Tisha's full of shit. But you can also tell that Mel wants to punch Tisha in her throat. She can't stand that bitch. She cannot stomach her. She's only tolerating her because Tisha is a cast member. Other than that, if outside of this show, I feel like Melody would have been whooped Tisha ass, because you could tell all in her body language. They were standing there and she had her hand on her hip and she was just looking at her like, oh, I want to just forget my producer's cap and run over there and punch her on her motherfucking forehead. So, all the ladies are then talking, and they're talking about how they're all doing great big things, and I'm just so happy for all the ladies. So Martell then takes the kids to see his mama, and him and the mama sit down and talk, and the mama asks what's going on with him and Mel, and he was like, the kids ask, Daddy, do you have a girlfriend? And I'm like, what? Why you say that? They said, Mommy told us that. And I'm tired of her going on social media all the time. I'm going to have to start telling them the truth. I'm going to have to start telling them that Mommy got a boyfriend. I mean, why would you want to tell everyone I cheated when you cheated too? I mean, he's still going with this narrative. This girl cheated, knowing damn well she didn't cheat on him. She even admitted on the show that she started talking to somebody else when she went to Atlanta, and they were separated. They talked for a couple of weeks, and that was that. At that point, nigga, we was separated. I don't give a fuck about nothing you talking about. But he keep on trying to make it seem like she cheated in the beginning of their relationship or some time ago. Like, boy, get out of here. Stop it with the foolishness. At this point, it's null and void because you took her ass back. Shut the fuck up. So, and all this shit about her keep on going to social media. I follow Mel, and I watch Mel's IG stories and her page. I don't see her going talking about their relationship. When she does her Q&A on IG story, people ask her questions. If somebody says, does Martell still try to be with you? She'll be like, yeah. I mean, it's the truth. But other than that, like, she don't be on there straight dogging him. She just be on there talking positive, how she moving on with her life. Like, she not here for the bullshit no more, and that she's woken up. Only time I've ever seen her go on social media and say anything is when she did that live after he went on social media saying that she hasn't allowed him to see the kids in 2 weeks, when we all found out that was a flat out lie. So I'm just not here for Martell and this narrative that he keep on trying to put out there. So his mama was like, well, what about the other rumors I'm hearing? And Martell was like, the other girl is pregnant. I wish it wasn't true. And I'm like, why would you say that you wish it wasn't true? Your child is going to grow up and see this shit and see that you said that you wished he or her birth wasn't a thing. Like, ugh. And Ariana, I hope that your dumb ass done wisen the fuck up and left this nigga the fuck alone, because he dog you every chance he get. So the mama was like, I wish it was a dream. And Martell was like, you still love Melody? She was like, I'm always love her. And he was like, I'm always love her too. Oh, I just bet you are. You could tell that Martell regrets everything that he did, and if he could get her back, he would. He's obviously been still trying to get her back, but Melody is not here for it. She's done. She's over him and the whole entire situation. And He can't handle it. He can't stomach. He's going in between acting like a pubescent child where he stomps his feet and spews lies when he can't get his way, to crying and whining and begging her back. He goes back and forth between the two, and he's losing it. So the mom was like, I don't like to see her hurt, and the mama starts to cry. And that's when I teared up. I was like, oh, Lord. So the mom was like, I hate to see her going through this because it would hurt me if it were me. And she was like, she going to always be my daughter-in-law. I wouldn't have pictured this in a million years. Y'all built so much together. You're a good man no matter what. And Martell just sitting there with a far off look in his eyes, just looking stupid. And Martell in his confession was like, it kills me to know that I did something to hurt my mom like this. And I was like, not only your mama, you've hurt everybody. This not only just affected your mother and Melody and Ariane, and now Ariane's child that y'all have coming, but and y'all children. You have hurt so many people with the bullshit that you've done, and you've hurt yourself. So the kids come back in to finish baking cookies with the grandmother and him, and the music that was playing, and just seeing the babies and the kids. And I'm just looking at everything that has been destroyed in this process. This beautiful family, this beautiful black family being torn apart because you were selfish and couldn't keep your dick in the pants and just fucked up everything. And I teared up and I started crying. Like, that was some great editing work, Carlos King, that you did on that part, because that truly affected me. So that was my review of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I give tonight's episode an A. Once again, it was stellar. I love you guys. Thank you all for your condolences on social media. I thank you so very much. I just, like I said, I need to turn off the comment section because I don't really want to read any more condolences, comments and stuff. It just makes me sad when I read it, and I'm just already going through a lot. So I just want to keep my mind going and not focus on, anything sad, because processing everything that has been happening in my family over the last couple of months and years is just so hard to even swallow. So, but I thank you guys in advance. Please understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm still trying to give you all content in the mix of all this. So I hope that you can understand and be appreciative of that. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.